Yeah, man, people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is Nicardo Media House. There, we're going to talk some Jamaican football today. Yeah, we're going to talk about the World Cup qualifier and just about a little bit. I have a few information on this DanRep team. Yeah, this Dominican Republic team, and it's very interesting things that's really happening. In DanRep country with this federation. Yeah, they're making moves. Trust me. They're making some real good damn moves. They're looking to get this team well organized and well structured. You have to look, man. Dominican Republic they've been known for baseball. Everyone know that. Who used to know about the sports culture of Dominican Republic. It's a baseball nation, but since the last 3 years, I would say probably after the COVID, after the COVID, things just started to take a twist and turn with Dominican Republic. And what I'm seeing, with the youth level, the women team that were playing in the Women's World Cup, the under-20 World Cup that kept in Argentina. They went there. Everyone know that the Reggae Boyz, the team that they beat to advance that U20 World Cup, and also they qualify for the upcoming Olympic Games. So big moves. Big moves they make. But let me just get this up. 1 second. Yeah, so for who really don't know, this team have a Argentinian coach, Marcelo. But let me just get my my little guest, my little brethren on the screen right here. Man himself, Kevin Blackwood. Long time the people just see that.
It's been a minute.
Long time the people just see, brother. Wagwan, where I run from the show for?
Nah, from the show, you know me already. Been busy,
Yeah.
Tonight,
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm postpone something just to be on the show. Very important, but
Yeah. So Wagwan.
As you already know, I broke my leg in the MILS indoor championship game against Omaha in Nebraska. So now I'm at bed rest pretty much, slowly healing and recovering, and just catching up on some NBA games and reading a little bit because obviously there's nothing else to do until I get better again. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Tell the people how much time you win the indoor champion back to back.
2 times in 4 years.
How much season so far after you left college?
Huh?
How much season you played indoor after you left college a few years ago?
4 years, and then futsal for a couple years. So the transition from college football to futsal, and then from futsal to indoor football or indoor soccer, they would say in America. But the futsal and indoor game is kind of similar. So it was a smooth transition for me, pretty much.
Boy, you never know what the future holds, man. Big, Boyz Town, one of the biggest prospects ever come out of Boyz Town. Yeah. And also Jamaica College, Excelsior, Cleveland State University, Ohio State University, Cleveland Crunch. Where else you play? UP, is it
yeah.
That league that you played in Arizona?
That was
Tulsa?
No, yeah, Tucson. I was played 2 seasons for them, playing defensive mid and right back and left mid. And then before that, I was playing NPSL for AFC Cleveland, or the new name for them now is Cleveland SC. And then I made that transition from NPSL to PDL. Yeah, so, it's always, just trying to get as much playing under my belt, because you will never know, when is your last day or when is that.
Big man like you, left the outfield, gone indoor. But such is life still, and then you alone do it, such is life. But before we move on, though, there was recently a big CONCACAF futsal tournament. Why Jamaica not take part in them thing?
You know, the funny thing is, was just thinking about that the other day, and with one of my coaches from FC Columbus, we were trying to put together, some people to get like a league like that in Jamaica, whereby players can partake into it and get familiarized with the style of play, philosophy, and rules and stuff like that. Because when we go home, with play, it's like scrimmage, but obviously the rules are different with the wall and the bounce of the ball and all that. So if we can actually implement or get a couple, competition or a couple leagues going there, then we'll be able to, partake in, things like that. But, if we just jump and so we have pick up some players to participate.
It's very technical.
Yeah.
What's the transition like when you first started, level V level, knowing that you're going to play futsal or indoor?
The transition did easy only because, dating back to when we used to live at Berwick Road and, when we were playing on the street, so everything was just... not just 4 corner, but when we are playing the 2-goal competition, them and the fans them close by, and everything you do, you have to have a touch tie, you have a technical, you have understand the game tactically, and then your positioning and all that. It just the transition did easy because we play a whole heap of scrimmage at home. It just when you're going there, you have to understand the trajectory of the ball, like when the ball lick this, so which part it a bounce to. And just understand the rules. But once them go over the rules with you one time, everything else is just like a piece of cake. And,
people have to remember this. The biggest of the Brazilian stars come through indoor and futsal. That's where they started their career. I just think, there should be a scrimmage tournament in Jamaica that can go, start from the amateur level, build it up to the semi-pro. Because it's something that can market and it can reach places,
Listen, the type of players are the caliber of players that we produce each and every year, right? Throughout my time and even before me and after me, we as Jamaicans, we mimic our game as Brazilians, right? People normally say Jamaican/Brazilians, right? It would just be easy. To be honest, I don't see a problem. If we have like a league like that, seriously, me envision nothing but success because the type of players that we have and the kind of talent that we put on display each and every year all over the world. Futsal would just be another opportunity, or indoor soccer would be another opportunity for people or players who can't make it at the FIFA level, the outdoor LVV level. You still have another way to, pursue something and enjoy the sport that you love. So
I wouldn't want to necessarily say, just like what happened in beach football, Premier League player go on to play beach football. It's not something that, we want to see. You want to see futsal players, indoor players, the player them that, really can be the specialist in those tournaments.
And for me, this obviously this is my perspective on it. I don't think you have a specific player to say, this particular player is for futsal or for for indoor soccer, whatever it may be. It's just them skill set when them possess.
Yeah.
Then that would enable them to. So if a player is technically sound, then him have a chance in a futsal or indoor or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, the amount of players that we have, I don't, I can see. So it's just up to like some of the people and some of the personnel them who have that kind of power that where them can implement some other leagues.
Yeah.
In a Jamaica. And I can just name a few, like the Virtue them, they control what's that academy they control again? Ballers
Academy.
Yeah, it's a Virtue. And even Craig Butler himself could have ventured off into something like that too. To create a league where I'm going to say other players who don't have the opportunity are, you know, to play at some 11v level, you know, to market themselves that way there and maybe make a living out of it.
One more question. You know, I don't know why I'm out, but hold on, Blackwood, let me.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't look. I can't look. No, it's like him, it's a chip in and a chip out. The live. Pan film in.
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, one more question before we'll move on to talk about Reggae Boy football. You hearing, right?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, so once you're talking about things like this, people want to know, is it profitable to make a earning from overseas? And it's something that it can build on, and it's a stepping stone.
All right. This is from my personal experience, right? My first time playing futsal, it was for the Akron Vulcans, right? They actually flew in probably like 4 or 5 Argentines and local players, because we never really know the game like that. It's our first time. We were supposed to play supporting cast to those guys, you know. I was fortunate enough to break in the team as a pivot.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 players plus a goalie. You have the Fitzo, Ala, and the pivot. The Ala would be like the 2 wing players, or you'd say midfielder, and the Fitzo would be like the lone defender, and the pivot would be the target player, which that's a position I play. Seeing the fact that they flew in a couple Argentines to be the core of the team, or the front one of the team, it's very profitable. I remember I got selected to play on a team in a tournament in New Jersey. I think it was like probably $30,000 the winner, but it was just pure Brazilians. And all of the Brazilians that I played with, they all played overseas. Una play in France, play in Czech Republic, Poland, and all those places. Some people play professionally in Brazil, and they're making really, really good money. I know a player by the name of Manfry. I think he plays somewhere in Europe. Yeah. I'm not sure as it pertains to the figures, but people doing them 9-to-5, or men doing their 9-to-5 making, I don't know, anywhere from 40K a year and upwards. Why not play futsal or play a sport where you're passionate about making that? That would be like you're working, but you're not really working. You feel me? Because you do something you enjoy, and I feel look on the clock every minute saying that when is it gonna be 5 o'clock? All right, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. When is it gonna be 5 o'clock here? So I know people make an honest living of it. It just depends on how serious you take the game and how much you wanna grow as a student of the game as well, to learn the game inside out. Because a lot of us we learn the game inside out only because from the get-go we wanted to be student of the game, because we wanted to coach or be involved in some way, shape, or form in the foreseeable future. So we can make an impact to kids who don't want to take the football route. You have people who want to take the technical route or the managerial route. So that's why we kind of play the game and try our best to understand it as best as we can.
All right. So we have run 15 minutes in a futsal, yeah? After I look around and what really are going on in your life. Reggae Boy time, World Cup qualifier. First game up June the 6th and June the 9th. Dominican Republic at home. And then we're going to play Dominica on cricket pitch, yeah? British Virgin Island, Guatemala, Tell me, start off, what is the expectation of this 2026 World Cup qualifier in our region for the Reggae boys? What's your expectation?
It's simple as that. We have to blow out the region. Especially again, we say Jamaicans, we're like Brazilians. We have raw talent. It's just the fact that to put all that talent together and making everybody and managing all the talents and whatnot, that to make it match and make it work. But come on, no disrespect to Dominican Republic or any one of those Caribbean teams that's below us. I mean, they're there for a reason. So I'm gonna say no reason we don't beat Dominican Republic and the other two that we have both home and away. I can't hear you.
Oh, what is it?
I said there's no way we're not supposed to beat Dominican Republic and the other two. It doesn't matter if we play them in Japan or Pakistan or even in Iraq. We're supposed to beat them. Consider the game that we watched in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
The talent that we had on display that night, the workload, the body of work what the players then put out at the time. Like I'm just there in awe. Like we're down and then next thing you know up. I know that that's gonna be one of our outlying performance.
That's gonna be one of the highlights at Jamaican football, beating BMO Field. Especially
with Damian Lowe in the midfield. So that's why I say for me, that's going to be one of our outlying performances, guys. When are we going to be able to get a performance like that from Damian Lowe in the middle of the park? You may never know. We just have to wait and see because them still are playing in the middle of the park. But I'm going to expect nothing less than perfection.
Yeah. Let's pause 1 second on the World Cup qualifier zone. Copa America. Mexico. We have Mexico. Who else? I think we have I forgot the team. I know I have Venezuela. I'm struggling. I don't remember. Sometimes there's too much things on my mind, But let me get it quick though. So Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela. What's your take on that group? Where you think we can go from there? Because the second place, I think more likely we'll play Argentina in the quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. For the past, let's say for the past 5-10 years, right? We've been battling with neck and neck, 2-2 with the US and Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that we had succeeded a couple of times against both Mexico and the US. Ecuador, obviously, Ecuador is they're up there too in our FIFA rankings with them style of play and everything.
At this moment, they rank.
Exactly. So they're in at the top 50, and most of them players them are playing in top clubs in Europe. I think what's his name is from Ecuador too. Calcedo from Chelsea.
Estupiniani. Them have quite a few players. Players that play for Leverkusen, I think it's handicapping. They have quite a few players in Europe.
Exactly. Proving that point. They have a lot of top talents in all over Europe, right? We do too, all over the world. Yeah. It is a tough group, but I don't see why we can't qualify through the group. Like for me,
especially look at Mexico. It's not the best of a Mexican team at this moment. Remember growing up, you ever hear of a Mexico national team fail to make it to is it an Olympic or a youth World Cup? The last round, they failed to make a U20. Remember, U20 is like more likely of a professional youth players, and they failed to make it to the under 20 World Cup last time in Argentina. They got beaten by I think Guatemala and penalty shootout. And then the same team that we're going to play now, Dominican Republic, beat Guatemala also to qualify for the Olympic, which is coming up now. So you understand, so look at it, man. Mexico is not the giant, not say they are a giant in CONCACAF region, but they are not the best and far right now. US, There's loopholes between the two teams. So, man, I don't know, man. We can qualify out of this zone of Copa America. We can.
For me, we definitely can as well. Guatemala, they haven't beat us or defeated us in years.
Yeah.
We can make sure say we keep it that way there. And the best way to go about it is just make sure that we are take 3 points at the office. Every time, make sure say it don't matter what, we're there on full display, so we are take 3 points at the office. And then when we go away to the Azteca in Mexico or wherever in the US, wherever we play, or in Guatemala, so always when we go there, we're avoiding defeat.
Yeah.
We can pick up a point and maybe steal 1 or 2 games on the road. That would be great for us. But go back to all of the talent that we have. You know, we have Leon Bailey, we have Shamar Nicholson, we have Damian Lowe, we have Bobby Reed, just to name a few.
You just go to continue to call players.
Yeah. So, and plus we have players that we haven't breaking the team yet. That young player from Ipswich, exciting player. We don't know what's going on with him yet.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Excited player. I'm pretty friendlies against Trinidad. When not official but unofficial games. Yet to commit his future 100% to the Reggae Boys, but I think in due time it will come. Yeah. So he's saying that basically we should be competing at the highest level in this Copa America.
No doubt.
So we last 2 Copa, we haven't scored a goal. We played in 2015. We got beaten 1-1, 3 times in the group. I think Argentina was in that group. And then the last group in the Copa America Centenario in the US, we got beaten by Uruguay 3-0, Mexico 2-0, and I think it was Venezuela 1-0. Yeah, so we conceded 6 goals in the last tournament. It's 9 goals overall, and we haven't put the ball in the back of the net. Is this Copa America we're going to put the ball in the back of the net? Look, we struggled in the last World Cup to score goals, especially Boyz missed numerous opportunities. Mikel Antonio, he do what Mikel Antonio do. Work hard, press the defensive team, break the line and cause disruption, But look, it happened and we scored a few goals by Mikel Antonio pressing. So the goal will come. Look at the goal that he scored against the US. A wonderful goal. I think he scored against El Salvador. One of those teams in the World Cup qualifier. So his goal will come. But other players have to step up. We just cannot depend on Damari Gray and individual brilliance, our team turnover passes, so we can attack them and score. That's what happened in the Gold Cup. In that Trinidad game, in that St. Kitts game, they just turned over a lot of ball, mistakes, and we scored. We punched them. But as what made Jamaican fans want, they want us to build up play, look pretty, like as you said, Brazilian. They want to see a style of play. They want to see attacking flares. How much that is to a team, to go forward, to have even some confidence.
And may I continue to stress on the kind of players that we have, which we're definitely able to play.
No, but I'm saying though, like how much is it important, basically, for the team to play that so the fans can get that entertainment, something like a Jurgen Club.
Yeah, trust me.
That's what they want. High press football, front foot football.
When the fans, let's just put it like this. So when the fans on the player side, you're unfit healthy, you are gonna be fit for that particular game, right? Whosoever we are playing against. To play a brand, a football like that, is very attractive, right? One, you have the ball. You're starting from your goalkeeper, one centre back to the next, to the midfielder, however they want to do it. When you keep possession like that, you're wearing down the opponent, right? You're getting them to chase whatever, until that loophole there we can exploit it, right? Yeah. So, for example, we are play like this, the original way of football used to play. You just kick the ball along from the goal kick and then expect, flick and go on, players running behind, whatever, right? What if, and this happened a lot with a lot of the teams then, we go long. Remember our ball, we just have the ball like 5-10 seconds ago. Then we
are chasing ball for the last 5 minutes.
And we had chased the ball for the last 5 minutes. We went long, and then we had the ball. We went long, and then next thing you know, we are defending again. So what's the point of having the ball? Is it me? So I know we understand the frustration from the Jamaican fans and spectators and whoever watch it from all over the world. We need to play football like this. Football don't just kick like that. Like you said, we are Brazilians too. We need to put down the ball and start playing and build out from the back. It's just like we're playing Rondo. When you're warming up, you're playing Rondo. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just like when we are playing now, we're not confined to a particular space. You know, we're not restricted. We can move all over, move wherever on the field we want. And we as fans, players, whatever you want to call it, football like that is very attractive. Yeah. It's very attractive. And you're playing attractive football like that, what do you think the people are going to want to do? They want to come out, come spend their money because they want to watch and see.
Yeah. More marketable.
Exactly.
You say more marketable, right? Yeah. But we just run through the 3 tournaments that they might have up until the next World Cup, till the next World Cup 2026. Next up, you know, people Blackwood said, you know, it's a must qualify for the next World Cup, and we should be competing in this Copa America coming up with this high level of players and that we have so many players in the Premier League, yes, so many high quality players. You know, Leon Bailey, one of the best creative winger in the league. You know, Ethan Pinnock, one of the best defender in terms of, you know, his stats, and also Bobby, you don't have the most consistent player of getting minutes for Fulham. You know, game by game, week by week. Doesn't matter when Fulham play. Next up, the next tournament, yeah, the Nations League will return in September. You know, after the Copa America, it's a short return. Copa America finish in July, and then the players have like a month and a half. Then in September, back to competitive football again. Nations League. You know, I don't know if you saw it, but I know we have Trinidad. Let me look. I know we have Trinidad. We have Guatemala. Yeah, trying to find that group. But yeah, I don't remember, but I know we have Trinidad, you know, we have Guatemala. Who else? Trying to remember this group, but can't even find it. But look, I'm not even stressing on that. But with this current crop of players, Nations League, yeah, we're going to play I think around 4 games in the Nations League. We're going to play September, 2 games in September, 2 games in October, and then November, the quarterfinals. The US have won the last 3 Nations League, yeah. Mexico have struggled to get the best out of them. So Mexico went to 2 finals. They faced Tompa in I think it was in Denver. You know, they got beaten in Denver and then got beaten in Arlington, Texas. And the Canada game that they played in the final, it was in Denver. It was in Las Vegas, yeah, at the Allegiant Stadium. Jamaica, is this a more winnable tournament than the Gold Cup? You know, you think we can get our first major silverware in this region? This Nations League.
Nations League is obvious. It's easier for win because the type of teams that we are playing against it's inferior to, you know, teams like Ecuador or the Argentina or, you know, so. Look on the type of team that we are playing against. Guatemala. Right?
So we have Honduras. So this is the CONCACAF Nations League, you know. So it says Honduras, Trinidad, Cuba, Nicaragua, and French Guiana to go to the quarterfinal. You know, that's our group in Group B of the CONCACAF Nations League.
All right. Name 2 good players from, for example, Guatemala. We're playing Europe, like 2 good quality players who play in Europe. You would have to.
The keeper was playing in Scandinavia. The keeper. Guatemala. They're most like a local team. You know, I know one. I think their striker Ruben. I think he was at Real Salt Lake. They have a young player, not really young, but the number 6 that gave us a lot of trouble in the game that we played.
No, me I talk in Central America. Me I talk in Europe.
No, I can't remember a player that, you know, Honduras have players that played in for Celtic, you know, what's his name?
In Scotland. Yeah. But
Yeah, they have a player that played in, and a
I
player
said
playing
I said that to say this. Comes back again to every time we compete in a, you know, these competitions, whether it be Nation League, Gold Cup,
yeah,
we tend to beat ourselves all the time. Because there's no way we should be toe to toe with Guatemala or Trinidad or even St. Kitts.
yeah.
Losing to St. Kitts. Oh, that's like Brazil losing to Guyana.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's the type of team that's in the Nation League. It's far inferior to the teams that win at the Gold Cup. So we have a fair chance, I may say an easier chance of winning a major title from the Nations League first before the Gold Cup.
Guys, US, Mexico, Canada, and Panama seeded to the quarterfinals already. You know, so when we get out of this zone, when we get to those 4 teams, it more likely probably be Canada again. You just never know, you know, more likely probably be Canada again. But when you look in the Nations League, the quarterfinals, when we get out of this zone, it's going to be a one-half game, you know, 2-legged game, but it's just going to be like anything can happen on that any day, you know. So the best team will turn up, you know. It's a 2-legged game, away goals and stuff like that, you know. So just like even what happened in Canada, what we did, we scored more goal aways, and we get out of that and went to the semi-final. Yeah, so going to come back to the World Cup qualifier group again. This is where I'm going now with this reasoning. Yeah, they said that the more time you give the Reggae Boyz players, it's the more mistakes they make, and it's the more, you would say, the slower the football get when you give them more time to possess the ball. It's like we turn fool of ourselves. It's like this Reggae Boy team more likely to play in transition when they come up against, you know, a US or Canada team, you know, or a Mexico team that going to have the ball probably 60-70% of the time. You know, we hit them in a transition. You know, what's your takes on that though? You know, why we just cannot break down teams when they play the lower block?
So you see it all the time when in a you know, the professional setting, right? I think Jurgen Klopp too from Liverpool and yet to figure out the remedy or a way for breakdown teams that play the lower block, right?
Yeah.
We play so deep, right? And I think the biggest problem with us, again, this is my perspective, it now come from the head coach or whatnot. It's just like we have to be more patient, right? And take care of the ball. Like, and I said, take good care of the ball. Just treat the ball as like your woman or your baby or your lady. Because when you lose this ball, you know, for example, you lose this ball against Argentina or Brazil or Ecuador or Panama, Honduras, just to name a few, it's hard to get back. You know how much energy you have, you're exhausted to get back the ball, right? Teams that play with the lower block, the spaces are limited.
Yeah.
Right? In the attacking third. Obviously, you have all the space you want in your defensive third, mid-attacking third. But once you go in the final third, the spaces are going to be limited, right? So, for example, we have a players here on the half turn. We can get the ball to him quickly, and them can step on the half turn and turn. But most of the time, you know, like we're Brazilian, so we think we can play tiki-taka through everything, right? If the play is not on, especially down in the corner or whatever, instead of doing some form of magic or try combine or whatever, just step on it, recycle it, and just give them a chance to shift. Once we can have the ball and keep moving the ball from side to side, if we can break a one or two line, getting that ball to the number 10 or to the number 9, number 10 late after the 9, number 9 get it to the late after the 10, but the 10 can shoot or slide in a winger or whatnot. We don't see any combination players like that. only because we don't have any patience. Maybe we not rehearse it enough or practice it enough. Because most of our sixes, most of our sixes and our eights.
I want to add to something that you're saying, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I want to add something what you're saying. You're perfectly correct. And another thing, yeah, when a team is playing compact at the lower block in terms of playing 5 at the back, 2 wing backs, 3 central defenders, 4 midfielders that going to play, especially the 2 wingers in that midfield 4 going to play very narrow. So it's going to be 4 men in the midfield, and then you're going to have that lone striker up top. It's very important for your wing backs to overlap the attacking wingers so they can create movements, so you will get some form of space that's going to create down the channels, and you probably can get balls into the box, and then you will pull away that left center half or that right center half away from the center, from the man that's playing in the middle of the tree in the back, so you will have more space for players to, who's playing box to box, who the attacking players can get, those Frank Lampard late run can get in the box, so things like that we can really masterclass.
The key point there is overloading, right? You're overloading, no matter which side. Normally you want to attack the side where like, can sit on a guy, look on this player and say, this player is a suspect, right? This player is suspect. Let's overload his side. Let's force his winger or his outside right midfielder or left midfielder, whatever. Force them to defend. Chances are that person that will miss an assignment. You know why? Because him is not a natural defender. I'm not used to being in positions like that. So then eventually at some point in time, as long as we can have this ball and keep this ball and wear them down a little bit, I'm going to miss an assignment. When they miss an assignment, that's when the chance we get, we have to exploit it, we have to go fast and whatnot. But with the midfielders that we have now,
Casey Palmer, Daniel Johnson, you name it. Joe Latibody, Damian Lowe.
Yeah, especially Latibody here. We don't see any positivity from him. No creativity from him. He's just being safe. And football don't play like that no more. Like the side to side, it look cute or whatever, you keep in possession. But what can we do going forward? Can you take this ball? Can you drive past a player or two? Can you make a pass, one pass, and take out 4 players? Can you make one pass or break 1 or 2 lines? We don't get that from any midfielders. No midfielders that we have. And it's been an ongoing problem, right? Over the years, we don't have midfielders or central midfielders, 6s or 8s, that play overseas and last a long time. Players that we have last a long time is usually center forwards, wingers, outside backs, center backs, and goalkeepers.
Yeah.
No 6s. You have to tell me all from the years from Anandi Low them days, we can't find a good 6 or a good 8 where it can dictate, change the game, increase or decrease the tempo of the game. And the players them that we're calling, like I'm saying, the Ras, Latibody here.
Do you remember a player that used to play for us? Morrison. Do you remember that player used to play for us? Morrison. You used to play that number 6. He used to wear number 7. I don't remember his first name. Morrison. He's a local born, but he used to play overseas. I don't remember his first name. Morrison. He's like he have bent foot.
Ravel Morrison?
No, man, not Ravel, man. Trying to remember, someone, if you guys can remember that, the CDM that used to play for the Reggae Boyz, his niece name is Morrison. He is to Kenro. He played with Aston. Yeah, trying to remember.
Ricardo Morrison?
Huh?
Ricardo Morrison?
Is that his name? Not the Ricardo not the one that play for Portmore now.
No, yeah. I think of Ricardo Morrison. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he was very clever of that in terms of what you said. With forward pass, is it Jason Morris? I don't remember. I know it's a Morris though, but yeah, he was very clever of that in terms of be positive on the ball and break the lines. As you said, break 1 or 2 lines in front of him and try to get his attacking players and on the ball much quicker. Yeah. So but we just have to fix that midfield, and if that someone said it's Jason, it's Jason Morris. He used to wear number 7 for the Reggae Boys when Kappa used to sponsor us. But I have
that's gonna be our biggest challenge going forward in the Gold Cup, Nation League, World Cup qualifier. That's gonna be, we need a proper number 6. Like, we need a proper number 8. Like, and we need them to be consistent too. Because we have everything else. We have firepowers on the wing. We have shooting up top. We have tackling in the back. We have distribution in the back as well. We have, shot stopper, blockers behind us. We just need that engine. We need that mitochondrion where we can say, yo, that man here are the power, that man here are the engine, that man here are the dictator run the midfield. We don't have that. We used to have, what's his name from Georges? Devon Speedy Williams. Speedy Williams was the closest to that, to me.
Yeah. He rotated the ball perfectly well, moving forward.
Perfectly. In make pass, like that, those passes, we might talk about breaking lines and, but we don't have anybody else that can do that. Or who's brave enough to do that.
To the team.
Huh?
I say Kevin Lambert used to bring a little aggression to the midfield. He was the better midfielder in that Gold Cup outside of Joe Latibody.
Even if you have Kevin Lambert in the team, Kevin Lambert is a good player, good number 6. Like, you need a number. You don't have him in there like a player who will go break up attacks, disrupt the other team. You have him distribute every now and then, but you still are gonna need that number 8, that maestro, where, like I'm say, can pick this ball up and can drive past 1 or 2, slip in one of the wingers, them play to the number 10 or the striker combine. Remember, that game is not Lambert's game.
Yeah.
So we still are gonna need. That's what I'm saying. We need a 6 and we need a 8. We need 2 players like that.
As people they commenting said, whosoever that specific player was crap, and I'm saying this. We have some players that pass through this team, the Reggae Boys team. It's only if this Reggae Boys team was playing in a very good system, it will fit those players. Look at, for instance, Akaya Verts leaving Bayer Leverkusen in a perfect German system, went to a broken Chelsea team, right?
To say the least.
In the Arsenal team at this moment that's playing. Look, Arsenal have only probably last 1 or 2 games since the start of the year. And which part of the season is Kai Havertz's best season? The start of this calendar year. Arsenal, their structure have gained a lot more strength. Mikel Arteta has found that rhythm. So eventually, a player like Kai Havertz, who is a systematic player, that German players are systematic players. Thomas Muller, why do you think some of these players cannot leave and go somewhere else? Because they are made from a system. You get what I'm saying? Not many German players are like Toni Kroos, very dynamic in the midfield. You understand? So I'm just saying, some of those players that we were calling, they are not the worst, and they are not like the best of the best that we're looking for, but they can do a job. Because look, Blackwood, hold on, Blackwood, because look at Tapa team. Bro, there's so many chop and chain, there's so many diff mixture of style of play. Everything was just broken. Look at the United team. Like, bro, there's players that a player like Casemiro, he came in from Real Madrid. He wasn't that bad, but because of broken system. You understand?
So
Speedy,
when
me know say Speedy better than some of them, man. The Kevin Lambert better than some of the Guatemalan players, them, the El Salvadoran midfielders, them. But because what happened, they have a structure that they work with. So them are gonna look more of a better player sometimes than our players. We're not producing really bad players in CONCACAF. They're not really terrible where they can't do a job. They can do a job. But what we're saying though, we would love to get more high quality players. You understand? So this thing of players that are crap, I'm not really buying that. Look at put the thing to context and look at the coaching staff that came in.
All right.
In total. All right, go on, continue.
No. So I go piggyback off what you said now about the structure. So you said the players them can work, no doubt. Whatever players we have, we can work. It can work. Yeah. But have we implemented that system yet to where it can work with one or two of the midfielders? Yeah. No, we're still on the coach. Still, even though the coach has been here for a little bit, him still I try find or implement a system where I can really work. Because there's no way we play against a team that's not in the top 50 at the FIFA ranking and them have more possession, them all possess we. There's no way. And just because it come back to whatever you just said, it's a broken system or we don't have a system at all. But I pick up some man and say, okay, you play there, you're supposed to be good. You play here, you're supposed to be good. Let's go out there and play some ball. It's just like playing an all-star game or just playing a pickup game.
Yeah.
If as I said, it constantly now go work if we just all right. So for example, them call Kevin Lambert, him in the squad for the first 4 or 5 games of the year. It no work out, right? They were calling another man. It no work out. And I'm constantly calling the 6 man. I rotate the 6 man for the same position without implementing a system. How it gonna work? Because all you gotta understand, say, when the ball come right here, you have a man that tear down the line or whatever. Because the players, them, remember, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 days at most to practice amongst yourself, right?
Yeah.
When everybody gotta understand everybody's style of play. Someone know if I check yourself, if I want it from my right arm, left arm, I go spinning behind. So if the sooner the better we implement the system, and the sooner it will work, we're going to see better result. But the main problem in a Jamaica team is in the middle of the park, in the dead center of the park. And everything, no matter what we talk about system and whatever, it have to go back to this. So,
all right, my brethren, Owen. When you look at a Liverpool
team, Mama address that question here.
All right, go on.
When say what role Speedy fit in for CDM? Of course, him can fit as CDM, right? I wouldn't say him can't tackle it. I wouldn't say he's the best of tacklers as well. But Speedy's positioning is critical, right? Look on, and don't get me wrong on this one. I'm not joining in comparisons with Speedy and the player's name I'm going to call right now. Look on Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets is not a tackler. It's not a tackler. But his positioning every time is critical. Look at Toni Kroos, is not a tackler. Luka Modric is not a tackler. But look down, all of them players that can play CDM, or play CM, or CA, or CAM. All of them. But you see, the positioning is critical. So, if I take a question, Speedy can fit that role. It's not all about, tackling or whatnot. And, it's all about, disrupting play, intercepting, stepping into passing lanes and all that. Speedy can do that. But sometimes when you're stuck at the USL level, it's kind of hard for Jamaica, looking. So.
Look at a team that we played and beat in the Nations League. I'm starting off with that comparison. Carrasquilla and Goodall. Carrasquilla is a ball-playing CDM. He cannot tackle. Look at what Damien did to him in the second half. Goodall, the captain, he's not a perfect tackler. But because, the coach, Christiansen, he have played a beautiful system that it really implement with the wingers coming in and help the two midfielders that play right behind. They play, Panama team and play the 2 cam. So they come back and they come and collect the ball from them. They are the one that really distribute the ball. They don't really do side and side. They go forward. And again,
when them do them have them wingers them coming. And more of them have 4 or 5 to play with in the midfield. And
so they have bodies.
So them outnumber whosoever them have in the midfield, and then they have
you know, and I like so with they I say cry, say yo, Speedy for me getting another team, you know, but others I say like it's not that bad. You know, remember Speedy I played like man like Javon Watson in the midfield. Brother, no disrespect to Aka, but come on. You know, look at the Inter Miami team with Busquets. What you know, Tata have done. Tata have put two work ass in between Busquets. David Ruiz, the young 20 Honduran player, and Julian Gressel, a player that been known to do that under Tata at Atalanta. You know, they work, their socks off, and those players are covering the most kilometers in the MLS. Busquets is not really doing anything. Fabinho was the greatest of tackler, but what club did? Gigi Wijnaldum and Henderson have done most of the work. So look at the club team. Look at the Jurgen Klopp midfield that compete with Manchester City midfield. How much coach can do that? Just because he implemented a beautiful system.
Look on Spain where they dominate world football for almost. I don't want to put the stretch it so far. I'll say almost a decade.
This is from around 2008 to around the 2014 around that start. So probably close to a decade.
And look on the three midfielder them were dominate with football. Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. None of them man they tackle. I can tackle. No, them just know over position themselves and keep the ball.
Yeah. What is KFK? Lee Young. What is KFK? Trying to figure, what is that? Playing who's that? Jamon Lil. You know that player? You ever heard of that player? I never heard of that player. But look, I want to say, say this before I move any further. So, the start of the year, we have played some competitive football against some Caribbean opponents. Yeah. The first one, I'm starting after a game that we beat Trinidad and Tobago in the Gold Cup. So in that game, we have created 6 big chances in that game, right, Blackwood? We have 389 accurate passes, 203 passes out of that 389. The 203 is in our own half. And how much pass we made, in their half? 186 in the opponent half. So we play a team like Trinidad. With Leon on the pitch, Demarque on the pitch, Mikel Antonio on the pitch, and we have made more passes in our own half. 203 passes in our own half. You understand? And made 186 passes in Trinidad half. Bro, we should be over. Bro, you remember when Spain used to dominate the teams and when they beat some little small team? This is the thing. We need to overwhelm these little teams. A stringing pass. We need to set up a camp in their defensive third. So then can't come out.
Wear them down.
Exactly. Wear them down. Like I said, again, we played St. Kitts. Yeah? We played St. Kitts. We have more possession in their defense, in their half, right? We have 235 passes in their own half. We have 196 passes in our own half. So that was a little positive. Yeah. In that game, also we had 431 accurate passes. We have created 4 big chances. So we have 58% of the ball more in their half. Yeah. The next game that we played, another Caribbean team. The reason why I'm doing this for the Caribbean team, because we have 2 Caribbean teams that's coming up in the World Cup qualifier. Yeah. Grenada in the Nations League, when we played them, at Kirani James Stadium, we created 3 big opportunities, 353 passes, yeah? Own half, in our own half, we have made 197 passes in our own half against Grenada, brother. That's 55 of our time we are wasting our half against Grenada. And then in freedom half, we have 44% of the ball in a freedom half, brother. How is that possible? You get what? It's like them little thing them here talk about, bro. Until we start to up, bro. You see this Dominican Republic team, them are gonna come good. Let me tell you, them are come good because the man them are prepare them team, you know, brother, for Olympics also, you know, and the Nations League coming up, you know. This is a team, you know, bro. Not just men football, but women football. They making stride, and that's what, you know. That's what our brethren, our former teammate, you know, Ryan, have been telling the people over and over. Look, the teams them that's below us, they are coming quick and fast. In terms of Dominican Republic, they have the most population, you know, in Spain. That's where most of their population is, in Spain, than the US. You understand? So they are scouting in Spain. At least the coach, Marcelo, the Argentinian, is scouting in Spain. You understand? So, bro, me tell the people this over and over, you know, 1994, you know, the last time I worked up there, you know, we have Canada, we have El Salvador, we have Bermuda in our zone, and we never make it out. You understand, brother? And we have Hector right and them, and they are playing for Jamaica them time there. You understand? So, we have to be careful, bro. But I'm confident that we can get out of the zone, but we have to be careful of what we're doing in the zone. We have to be careful, you know? Because Dominican Republic, bro, the man can park the bus, you know, and pick the pocket, you know.
Just get one chance.
The man, them, you know, them have that player that grew up in the Real Madrid Academy in La Masia, you know, Diaz, yeah, and them have a next player. His name is, I think, is Peter Federico Gonzalez. He's a La Masia, but he's a loan at Valencia. He played against Barcelona the other day. He is a Dominican Republic. He have a passport. He have played for the U15 team already. That player, that Afro player, you know, who watched Barcelona against Valencia, that Afro player that was creating havoc for that Barcelona backline, he is a Danrep youth player. And the coach just went to have some big meeting with some big players in Spain. Yeah. So don't be surprised. We see some big name players that with high quality players that come at the national stadium, and we don't know what we can expect. Look what Haiti do to it. Because we made two silly mistakes in the back in the national stadium. We drew the game 2-2. And we just lucky we come back in the game. Romaro Williams come off 5 bench and just create something and get a penalty for it. You understand? So we have to be careful. So the thing, bro, with these smaller teams, we have to be careful. Jamaica is not the best at times against smaller teams. We might beat them, but we struggle to get over the line. You understand, bro? So this one just give you a while ago, dog. It have to fix up. We have to fix up, brother. It just have to fix up. We just cannot play Caribbean teams and win over women and set up camp in them defensive third, brother.
You know, say me have faith in the coach though, because I kind of see
my. I have faith in the coach. I have 100% faith in this coach.
I see my make big strides, so I'm not too worried too much. Like I'm gonna say, the biggest problem me personally with the team is just we need to find an engine. That's it, and then everything else will take care of itself. It all lead back to this. Because if you have an engine,
man, Kevin tackled from Boyz, man.
that's my biggest concern. Because just go back to where you say we can't make 360 yard passes and we have 200 yards in our zone, in our half. That means whosoever anchor the midfield and make too much side to side pass and too much back pass to a centre back then, and football play so.
Yeah.
All about it. Maybe the man who play, whosoever playing in the midfield, I try to be safe. But come on, you have to take some risks, man. Isn't it? Yeah. You have to take some risks. But I'm not worried about it.
I have seen progress.
I'm not worried about it.
I have seen progress with the last two coaches, Tapa and Paul Al, the last two coaches. I have seen a lot changing in terms of the team is getting younger. That's a positive. The team is getting younger. And selections, you kind of see less and less and less chop and change. You know, one time I used to see like 4, 5, 6 new faces at times. You get what I say? No, to be honest, when a selection time for the Reggae Boyz team to pick, bro, and everyone is healthy, you can pick at least 15 players that are going to get called up.
No.
And
Yeah, get back to my point now where I say, you see the change over that talk about. Like before, we used to say, we see that 20 man that this week for camp, next month we say 20 different man. 20, or we're gonna build a system, or we're gonna build up some consistency, or we're gonna build up some camaraderie if every week the squad had changed. As I'm gonna say, we have a tip we had to have to the new coach, because him have a philosophy where I work by, I'm gonna try stick by. In my enforced discipline, I will say what I'm telling and Bailey. So in my hold every single one of them accountable, which is good. And good for the team, like I'm say, and him get them up for big games. I'm not worried about the big teams as much as just go back to you said the local teams. As naturally we are gonna get up for the big teams. We know we're gonna play Argentina, we know we're gonna play Ecuador, we're gonna play this. The players them are gonna get up for it.
Yeah. You know, what I really like with this coach. He is a one-off knockout punch coach where when it comes out to a big game, he knows to get the job done. He knows to get the job done. He's an international coach. You know, he's not really a club coach. He's an international coach. He understands what it is to get a team over the line. You know, and in international. You know, but you know, your legend from Boyz you know, Joe Dona.
Oh yeah.
You know, big up, man. Legend himself, man. Trying to see if I go fast. Busquets. So Owen said Busquets knows how to win the ball because Busquets is very intelligent of reading the space.
But but him can all the Busquets doing I just step in a passing lanes. That's hard. Yeah. And again, when I compare Speedy to Busquets, but I've seen Speedy play before first, and I've played against him a couple of times. Well, and him can do the job. And better than I think him more suitable for the job. Better than the products them we have to choose from. That's me personally. I'm picking the team.
And he's a very like intelligent player, know to read the game also too, you know. You know, and his turnover rate is very low. He hardly turn over the ball. Yeah,
exactly. Like what Owen said, Busquets know how to win the ball. He know how to intercept the ball. So what does that
say? Dan Rep team a bug. Yeah, you know, I mean a baseball nation, but you have to be careful. We have to be careful, man. We have to be careful with this Dan Rep team. You know, you just never know what you go. And they are playing some really good teams.
That's it. That's it.
Peru.
I'm very excited about. Listen, go back to the beginning part of the show. I said there's no way them team are supposed to compete. Remember I said earlier, there's no way them children are supposed to stand a chance because again, I ask you a question whereby name 2 players who are playing at Europe for Guatemala. You still can't tell me about them now. The quality that we are going against. It's just like sometimes I feel like so
we should get the 3 points against these teams. We should be winning against these teams. We should be winning.
Comfortably too.
Comfortable. You know, we should be sending out bro. When Mexico all sent Vincent and you know the Grenade and him at 6 or 7 them I get them.
Man, I get them build up them goal difference, goal score, I build up them tallies for them team. Yeah. So we're not worried still because the team look like them in high spirits and the players them look like them I get comfortable and them I get better and better with the coach, the camaraderie I get better. So I'm not worried, but we'll see. Like I said, the coach, him know if we get the players them up for the big game, so we just have to wait and say June 6th is right around the corner too. So, I think we're preparing.
But Cheffy said, you know, it's what matters is win. But I just feel like when they can really win comfortably, give the team a lot more confidence going forward. Say our next 2 games, you know, we beat Dan Rep 1-0 and we beat Dominica, you know, 1-0 again. It will be like, especially if we scrape out of that game with a 1-0, it would be like, you know, come on guys, we should be doing better. More rather than if we win 6-7, it will give the guys a pump up like, yeah man, but just, you know, dump up a little full team, you know, overwhelm them, in their defensive third, you know, and give them 6-7. Yeah, so it will probably, you know, it's a psychological edge. It will give the players a little bit more confidence going forward in terms of if your players in that game coming up against Denmark, yeah, and Shamanic also or Mikel Antonio just a miss chance after chance. You know, the next game they are going at the Mexico game, they are going to go low in confidence. So you want your best players to be putting on a show against the lower teams and you know do the best of your ability so you can have enough confidence going into the bigger games. Because I just feel like these 2 games that we're playing the World Cup qualifier, I think it, you know, 3 points on the board. It's a warm-up game for us to go into that Copa America. Copa America, you know, yeah.
Exactly. We're supposed to be beating these teams comfortably too. Some of the players then get them tallies up, we get a goal difference up, and also it has sent a message to whosoever is coming next. If Mexico coming next, them know say them have to be prepared because we're coming.
Somebody said the same thing, you know. The coach are scouting in La Liga, brother. Coach are scouting in La Liga. Yeah, man, you might get players and man. So everybody are the same thing, you know. It's a thing now in international football where coaches are go around and around. You know, this Argentinian coach, Marcelo, he's someone that's going to, you know, reshape. And also, you know, you have played, you know, in D1, the collegiate system. Even when I was in the junior system, collegiate, yeah, a lot of Dominican Republic play in college system in the US. A lot. Yeah, a lot. Even the women, you know, so they got a few players, you know, in the college system. And also look when the Caribbean playing the Caribbean Cup to go to CONCACAF Champions League, Pantaho and Chebao, those teams are one of the top teams when it comes on to club teams in the region, in Dominican Republic. You know, they have beaten a lot of the bigger teams in the club teams, you know, from Trinidad and the JPL. So they have a little bit of pieces that can add to their national team. But again, we should be getting all things done against those teams. You know, question. Before I move on, you know, Kevin, no care about no other country, bro. No care which players are coast. They have Jamaica, big team in a CONCACAF, a 5th rank. I want to hear a 5th rank and Dominican Republic are ranked 151. You know, but look, Blackwood, winning the Copa or going to the World Cup.
World Cup. I want to hear.
Hey, Travis, winning the World Cup, winning the Copa, or going to the World Cup? Which one you think, you know, is a big achievement for you?
The World Cup. Because guess what? Going to the World Cup, I got shed light on the country, you know. I got shed light on other players, you know. So
yeah.
By we making it to the World Cup, them are gonna start looking more. So yeah, we need to look for more Jamaican prospects, especially we go into the World Cup and put on a show. Look on the 90th World Cup when some of the players them get contract from that. So
yeah.
Again. And there's no way we're not supposed to qualify for the World Cup with Canada, US, and Mexico already qualify already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will see.
So winning the Copa it's not important than going to the World Cup. You know, going to the World Cup is more important. You know, especially you have growing up hearing that, hey, you know, on November the 16th, 1998, you know, the country didn't record any murder that day. You know, so football can bring a nation together. You know, football can bring a nation together. I remember football stopped a big civil war in Ivory Coast, you know, politicians, and you know, so football can really bring back a country. The Leon Bailey situation though, what do you think? He's our top player in terms of his stature, of his talent, you know, potential best player in the team. You know, you think he should be back in the team for the World Cup qualifier?
Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't say by far Jamaica's best talent, but right now Jamaica's best talent, if not the best. One of the best, if not the best. Arguably the best talent for Jamaica right now. Alongside Damari Gray, just to name a few. Definitely need him back in the squad. But it's up to him and his representative.
Yeah.
if them are going to mend fences with JFF and the coaching staff or whatnot. So, but we definitely need him back in the squad.
Yeah. What do you think?
Definitely need to step up though.
That's what I was going to ask. He need to be more consistent playing for black, green, and gold than for the Clarets, blue, Aston Villa.
And I really don't know what's the problem. For me, obviously,
he's like he's trying too much. You get the sense of that? He's trying too much. Is it pressure? He know that he's the man. He just want to deliver the goods. He want to be the man in the headlines too much.
This how me feel. Him know that he's Leon Bailey, right? And his name will hold a lot of weight to it. He's the man. Him know is a lot on his shoulder. So maybe anxiety. He's just eager to perform. He's eager to do something. He's eager to score a goal. He's eager to make the fans. For me, I just feel like anxiety at the time, and just play and just let the game come to him and do him thing. Guys, when I care whoever in front time, he take Leon Bailey out of anybody in front time for dismantle him. So, I guess find a way to get rid of him anxiety and say no matter what, him can't please everybody. So try please himself first, and some people are gonna come along. Some people, the Jamaican fans, they're gonna say the biggest thing since sliced bread. Some are gonna say him a bug. So him have to get used to it. Like you can't please everybody. Like Jesus tried to please everybody and then still cut him slippers. So
talking about Leon, before I move on, one logic one said, I would take winning the Copa over qualifying for the World Cup. The Copa is the oldest football tournament in the world and has some world best team, including the #1 ranking, the Albe Celeste, Argentina. So on Monday I picked the Copa over the qualifying World Cup.
I have one question for you, right? If ever hear nobody say who win the last Copa in the 19, if a trivia question I come up about who was a part of the Copa America squad in the 1990 Copa, whatever. No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not discredit or try to diminish or degrade the Copa America.
Big tournament. Big
tournament. I'm not go wait name there. But when you it's very rare you hear a player get a contract from him team winning Copa America.
Those players are already established.
Exactly. So the World Cup, again, for me, that's for him. We're not a knock against him, and in my opinion. For me, only because the World Cup are the biggest football competition ever.
Yeah, the most prestigious.
The most prestigious competition ever. It's for a team to qualify for the World Cup and go on to win a game or two, put on a good display of themselves. It only open doors and opportunities for players from that particular country. So, and I like say, before Iran met the World Cup, you never hear about Iranian players that get contract nowhere. But as the World Cup and them do a good job against Argentina, whoever them did play against, them players signing contract.
Yeah.
I just that.
In the Women World Cup, the Morocco team, that team, their first time in, and look how they celebrate. Look at how they celebrate. It's massive for them.
People just cry just the thought of them going to the World Cup.
Yeah, man. Very special. It's very special. Look, I have few more points. Then I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up in 15 minutes. Yeah. You have enough time? 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Phoenix Academy, have produced Leon Bailey, and it have produced Whisper a few years later, and a lot of people were saying that Craig Butler was a one-hit wonder in terms of producing a very good talent. Leon, we know, he was our rival growing up playing youth football. We saw the talent. Better was there in the Phoenix Academy from Leon Bailey, but he was the one that pulled through. But how massive this Phoenix Academy is towards Jamaican football of producing talents after talents. You know, we saw even, I think today I saw him with some technical director from Scandinavia. A few players, you know, is in trials at Aston Villa all over the world. You know, Kemar Reid. You remember Kemar Reid? He's not a Jamaican anymore. He's a Martinese. And he made his debut in the Wembley Stadium
against England. Yeah,
you get what I say? And he's coming from that academy. So, how important, like, how people should be cherishing, you know, remove all the Craig Butler flaws. Everyone, you know, no one is perfect, you know, but like, let people know how important is this academy is to Jamaican football of producing players.
It is just as important as, like we said, Jamaica making the World Cup, because what we need as a country, besides infrastructure, we just need the opportunity. We need doors. We need somebody to kick open some doors that opens doors for players, you know, for the foreseeable future. We have players coming up. Look at the youth named Kareem Dixon. From Rima. You have a lot of players coming up where talented. Them just need the opportunity to go in an academy where there's structure, right? Where them can play.
Proper agent.
Yeah, proper agent where them can play and display them talent and hopefully make a good living from it, where them can help them family and friends and whatnot, and actually open another door for another player, a younger generation. And it's just gonna be a chain, you know, each one teach one, each one help one. But once somebody go through the door and do him for the, oh, you have another player like him. We need players like him. We need another player like him who can, you know, run, who's fast, crafty, can cross the ball, who can different whatever. And you know, oh yeah, we have that at the Phoenix Academy, or we have this at, you know, whatever academy. We have the Ballers Academy or whatever. Because, you know, it is really good because Phoenix Academy it's global now because of, you know, Leon and Whisper and the man himself, Craig Buckler. Wherever I'm going, in where Phoenix Academy across him chest and on him forehead. So it is really good. It is really good for not just Phoenix but for the country as well.
Why can't Craig Butler and the football industry in Jamaica can't be peace? You know, it's coming from way back, man. Why they just can't be at peace and just everyone work on the same page?
Craig Butler's demands are different. We're just going to write it to that. His demands are different. And Craig has an ego. JFF has an ego.
Cassava
has an ego.
Mr. So Wellington.
Everybody has an ego. So, and everybody wants stroke for them ego. So it's hard. It's hard unless them find some way for compromise for the greater good. If they can't do that, then it'll always be a problem. We'll always butt heads.
Yeah. Last up, under 17 will be having their FIFA will be having under 17 World Cup every year from next year until 2030. I think it will be hosting Qatar. Also for the women, I think it will be women one will be in Morocco. What, you know, how important for the Jamaican Football Federation is to get a league after the Manning Cup in January. Like, can we get a league that's going to run from January, go all the way in through the summer? You know, like, so them can play more football. You know, look, Blackwood, under 17 World Cup every year for the next 5 years. Come on, Jamaica have to make some of them World Cup, bro. Like why the development really stop at 17, 18, or probably some players 16? Like, when the players them go to Europe or in the Caribbean or in Central America at 13, 14, then beat up the rest of them, beat up the team then. Why when it reach, you know, the under 17 and 20, everything just shut dead there, bro?
Repetition. And the reason why I say repetition is the more you do it something, the better you get at it, right? You can close your eye and do it. The more I practice with you, the more I know where you're going to be. Your next move will be how fit you be, how you want the ball, right? So if we don't have under 20 playing anymore consistently, we don't have 21, under 21, under 23, under 18, or whatever competition for make sure that the youth them kind of stay in condition or stay in some form of shape, then it always gonna be a problem. The youth them not play enough football. We didn't play enough football even when I was playing under 17. Under 17 season run from some point to some point, and then after that, we're gonna play under 20, under 21. So just
but
so
not everybody have a luxury like that.
Exactly. That go back to what you say now. We need to find a league where it can play maybe 8 months of the year, right? 9 months of the year. So the players them can have a lot of reps. So when they come on to like the national team or whatever, them in some form of condition and not just get called up to go to the national team for a couple weeks or whatnot. Because practicing for a couple weeks, that obviously that not gonna help. Because you're gonna be competing against players from academy who've been playing from 8 months, 9 months of the year, and them they are way ahead of whosoever a practice and whatnot. So it's just up to us as a country, and we can implement a lot of things. Like just like we were talking about some of the leagues and where them can implement, but the first thing I'm gonna say where the money come from. That's the next thing. Where the money goes.
Which other brand more marketable than the brand Jamaica and Reggae Boyz? See, Reggae alone. I want to touch on something that I didn't hear you mention. It's very important we get the best quality coaches in the youth systems that can develop. Because what happened in Europe, they're not just placing coaches in the lower rank and in terms of U7, U9, whatever. They're placing coaches that really went to school preparing youngsters. That's their mechanism to prepare youngsters at that age. And guess what? Those coaches have the top UEFA body coaching license. You understand? So I think now I see them, upgrading the thing, CONCACAF, the license. Bro, we need to, if we want to make it to the next level, brother, we need to rubbish CONCACAF coaching badge. Most of the top coaches them in the world go to the UK to do their badges. Jose, you name it. Most of them go to the UK to do their badges. Yeah. I was watching Simon Preston program, I think it was yesterday, and he was actually highlighting that also about good coaching schools in Scotland. Yeah. I have known a lot of coaches went to the UK to do their coaching badge. So I'm saying, look what the US is doing. They know that they don't have the top coaches in the world, but what they're doing, they're sending their young players away to the top academies then in the world. You understand? So those players can be developed under some very good quality coaches. I saw something, I think, couple of weeks ago, I think it's San Diego, is going to build a facility where they're going to have the first, I think, football academy school in America, where you're boarding and stuff like that. So if you look over here, it's getting better and better. And guess what? World Cup will be here. So the more money are coming. You understand? So yeah, man, we need to preparation also what you said, not just a week or two, because by time club season end, our under 20 will be going to Mexico to play the final round. And we have US in our zone. They're going to a place in Mexico where it's 7,000 feet above sea level. And it's going to be very important for Mr. Ricketts, whoever, Speed and all of them need to get this team to prepare, ship them. Either you can stay, it will be more easier to get the player them in Mexico. It's more cheaper to get the player them in Mexico than Denver, Colorado. Colorado have a high altitude thing, So it will be more easier, in terms of the Mexican peso and the US dollar. So get the players them, from club duties as early as possible. Give them the best preparation. Give Jerome with the best tools so he can work his magic. Look what happened, a few seasons back when he picked up this under-20 team almost. Remember when Tariq Magui almost qualified? Yeah, just by goal difference with the Mexican national team. Look at that team. Look at that team with Jamaica then. You get me? I think Nicky Daly was in that team. Look at that team. And we have better and better team that fail. You understand? Even Boyz went to under 20 and failed in the first round. So we need preparation, man, and we need the best coaches them coach some of the youth them in the youth level. But again, when you look at prep school level and all them things, bro, the coach them they have a badge, bro. The man just have a GC faster surfer ticket, bro.
When I mean nothing.
When I mean nothing to the world, brother. You understand, brother? So yeah, man. Nice good reasoning. Nice good talk about Jamaican football. But big up logic, we have to big up logic, one logic, because the man saying we'll win the Copa over qualifying for the World Cup. You can't fight the man, that's his opinion.
Like I must say, he might be reason, so why not?
He might be reason, Yeah, so big up logic one, man. But, Blackwood, respect the time out coming on the show. Big up one that's in the comment, in the chat, yeah? Big up, Travis Spencer, yeah? A man that know him local space. Man know him local football, man.
Well, wish we could have got Jamaica for the player. Trust me, look hot.
The JPL.
Yeah, it look hot. It look hot, man.
Yeah, wish we could have.
Perry, Javian Brown.
Yeah, Javian Brown. Brian. With somebody with some water for him, When we did have Boyz on a play, yeah, especially when I just came in and I was a youngster in that under 15 team with you and before I went on to play under 13. Where was Perry and Boyz at the time?
Perry used to come and train with us still as a youngster, and he used to come and play defense and sometime another goal and them thing there. But now can't even talk to him. Back office.
Yeah, man, back office, man. Big player. Look, big player. Because, bro, look at the goal where Perry scored. Look at the shot where him take for shot one. Hit the bar.
Box office. Mm-hmm.
Yo, the man Javian Brian, I bring back a German toughy Anderson entertainment style. That's what missing from the JPL, bro. You understand? That's what missing from the JPL. But I'm sorry, the ball I shoulder slip out star. Sorry,
Again, him shoulder slip out.
Yeah, him come off man in the game.
Oh, I never get
shoulder did slip out, man.
See the highlights, yeah.
Yeah, man, him shoulder. I'm gonna link him when the show done. Ask him how is him shoulder. But yeah, man. Your last say, Your last say, before we move out to.
Yeah, man, just pick up everybody who took the time out of them day to come, tune in on the show. We do appreciate, Joe Dona, long time don't see you up all as well and stuff. And you always checking in and the show, so big up to that. Logic One, Owen,
Chefis.
Yeah, man. Always see them on the show, so big up and,
who gave you a rough time when May was on the show last time when they talked about the CDM position? Mr. United.
Who's Mr. United?
Remember, in the comment and say, yo,
no, but may I say if you know him personally?
No, I don't know him personally. But he's a like a gimmicks man in the comment section.
Oh.
Yeah. Say we are in Blackwood. What? Something like that. Talk about some ancient days football like your airline and go back. That I like so. Yeah, man. Really good show. Hope we can do this in the near future. People are gonna try join out a lot more now. Right now, him foot broke. Yeah, he might recover from a broken ankle.
Yeah.
From playing. Travis. Another Boyz town or the JC again. A big indoor player now, man. Yeah, man. The man turns big indoor player, win indoor championship back to back, man. Yeah. So the man in Jamaica College and that could. Miguel Coley.
Mm-hmm.
Why we can't have a Miguel Coley around Jamaican football?
We have to call Miguel Coley and ask him that. We can't find any that cool like Miguel Coley. We can't find any that coach like Miguel Coley. Miguel Coley was good though. Like when that man talked to you,
can motivate.
Yeah, and
When
like
him talk, that you want to move the mountain.
him always have some speech. Him always have some speech. The man said, tell me a speech where it resonated with me and it still sit with me now. The man said, don't wait to be inspired to aspire. Dream and wake up and dream again. The man said, well, say it to me because I never register it, because we're in school and I really process it like that. And then when I come to college and I say, oh, damn, like, yo, that's deep,
Yeah.
It's deep. Like, Miguel Coley, man. One of the best. I'm up there. Good coach.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, you can chip out, like a close out in a few from now, so you can chip out, bless up.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Touch base again. Yeah, man. People, Kevin Williams, I thought about Tyreek Mitchell. Boy, England not the best in terms of left back, They don't really have much left back in the team, Like high quality and the trajectory of Tyreek Mitchell, I know him play. Him just not going to come as yet. I can tell you that. Especially under this new coach, Gleisner he's going to wait for a long time. As less you're going to have some players that just not going to, just going to start to decline, like players like, Luke Shaw and Chilwell, but I just don't see Tyreek Mitchell coming. Like in my own eyes, I just don't see him coming yet. He's playing top football at the end of this season, especially the start of the year. His game has improved. Yeah, it seems like Tyreek, Mitchell seems like he found back his form than when he just started out, and I think it was on a Patrick Vieira. So I just can't see that player come as yet, man. One player though I would love to get though. What you guys think about, Rico Henry, a very good player, know that he's injured, but top player in terms of, ability of playing that left back position for us. Because, sometimes, Gregley, Amari Bell, especially Bell playing more of a left back, left center half now for Luton Town, how much that take away from his natural position of, bumping down that left-hand side. Gregley, very good, very committed player that, he's going to get the job done, very hard working. But I think when you look around in CONCACAF, high quality players in that left back position, it's just getting better and better. The last Gold Cup, Panama have the best left back in the Gold Cup, the last Gold Cup that played in the summer. Eric Davis, Eric Davis, and also, Jesus Gallardo, from, I think, Monterrey in Liga MX, high quality. Those players, the team play through them. You understand? Look at Robinson, player for US, and then a high quality player also. Before it was Eric Davis. No, not Eric Davis. For Costa Rica, it used to have Ronald Matarrita, but kind of fade after the black recently. They have some quality wing backs also. So I think if we can improve, and each time improving, it will get better. But I see my assessment on this Reggae Boy team, to be honest, like I would say it's probably 60-70% there right now. It's not a finished product as yet. It's not a finished product as yet. I think it's 60-70% there. If what we saw in that Nations League, the semi-final and the third place game, we play against Panama. If that's where the team is at, I think it's a good level to be competing. If we can start from there, from that US game, not just looking at the US games of, we defended really good, but playing against South American, it's going to call for a lot of organization. It's going to call for a lot of position awareness, because those players, they don't naturally stay in one position, especially that Venezuela team playing at 4-4-2. Those two wingmen in that midfield four, they naturally going switching and going inverted. You know, I think they used to have a player, I think his name is Soteldo, a player that was, I don't know if he's still playing for Santos now, because they got relegated, but he was playing for Santos last season before they got relegated. Very good player. They have Yangale Herrera in the midfield, you know, so a good midfield balance, you know, and they're going to come with some very young players with the legend, you know, Solomon Randon, you know, so it's going to be a test. And who's that? I think that player is finding back some form also, you know, for Montreal. I think he's at Montreal, that used to play for Atlanta, you know, Martinez, yeah, was playing excellent football and Tata Martina at Atlanta. So, you know, a very good team, but those players, they're going to play, you know, they're going to play a lot of interchange. So we're going to have to be very disciplined, and I would love to the coach to use that same formation, that 3 at the back, because this Ecuador team, I'm just worried. I'm worried about this Ecuador team. Why I'm worried with this Ecuador team? Not talent for talent. You know, we can match them with that. But the intensity that them are going to bring, the intensity, you know, this Ecuador team played with, you know, it seems like it's like a Tottenham Hotspur team. You know, they played at a high press. Look at how they started out their World Cup qualifier campaign in CONMEBOL. You know, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they line up. I think they have 2 wing backs. I think one, the Afro guy that played in the World Cup, I think his name is, it's Palacios. Something, I think he have a P name, you know, I'm trying to, let me find his name. And then they have Estupinian, you know, on that left back, you know, so those 2 players, they're going to be flying, you know, they're going to be flying. Dexter Lembikisan is either Greg Lay, Amari Bellefi's fit, you know, they're going to have a lot of problems. They're going to have a lot of issues defending. The player that I'm talking about is Preciado, that Afro player on the right-hand side, Preciado. Yeah, it's going to be very, very dangerous. And they're going to come with that youngster, that Chelsea bought, Paez, you know. So, you know, Eno Valencia going to be up there. If it's not Eno Valencia, it's that other striker name is Rodriguez, you know. So, yeah, a very good team. Very good team. But that midfield, though, that midfield with Cifuentes, you know, that midfield going to be very tough for the Reggae Boys to cope with. Cifuentes, you know, Franco and Caicedo, you know, very tough. And they have players that also, I think he has a S name. I think his name is Sorensa. You know, that team. I'm going to be very, very surprised, you know, if Jamaica beat this Ecuador team. Why? Because of how they played. You know, this team is very well organized, well-oiled machine. You know, so, and they've been playing together for a while. You know, making it, I think they went to the last 2 World Cup. You know, so yeah, good to see what's going to happen, man. But I'm going to close out right now, people. I'm going to close out right now. So, oh shit. So the coach that coach the Qatar team, you know, at the World Cup, he's the one that coaching Ecuador now. Felix Sanchez. Interested, the Spanish man. You know, so yeah, people, respect everyone in the chat, you know, really appreciate the amazing show. You know, you don't know. Probably let's see what's going to happen down in the end of the week, see if we can drop another live, talk about some more football. You know, but yeah, really appreciate the support, people. Bless upon yourself.